What's going on to all my partners out there living it up? I'm still at it. Big Queen Thunder Mean. And I want to talk a little bit about these channels that have been going on and these. Wow, how do I begin? Let me lower this TV real quick. For you out there watching, you ever feel like everything you watch always has to do with lust or drugs? I'm not saying I don't like women, but the thoughts about sex all day, all through your mind, is not a very stable belief. It's not a very godly belief, and that's why, as Christians, it's not very good to watch TV or, at least in my opinion, social media. Because I follow some people here on YouTube, and I was given a link for a video about a Gnostic belief, and how do I say this nicely while I'm respecting people's beliefs? I guess the best way I could say it is just to be honest, and it's not to tear anybody down, it's to explain to anybody who's listening what's biblical and what's just your own belief. And that is the Gnostic belief. When you get into their study, and I'm not saying it's anything wrong, I'm not saying I disagree with any of that stuff. But one thing that I will be firm on, and one thing that I will say, is that it gets into a separate belief of what the knowledge of the Bible gives us, and it strays off. So, I mean, if we were to be honest, that's a big reason why it's not in the Bible. I'm not gonna try to debate over if it was facts, if it was real. I just know if it's truth, it will benefit you in life. Because I think that's ultimately the factor that's gonna stand out. And if I had to be as basic as I can, as the most blunt I could be is basically I only know one way. I only know one way. I only know one way, and it's the good way. There's times when it's the hard way and it's the difficult way, but a good Christian will always tell you that the reason why it's filled with suffering, it's filled with pain, it's filled with struggles, it's a lot because of our own self-afflicting toxic natures. And it's God trying to purge it out. And we're often disobedient, so it's kind of something that I wrestled with a little bit, because I kind of felt like it was almost forced. But it wasn't really forced, because we're always going to reach that point where we try rock bottom every time. And that's kind of like going against the grain, but God does give you a choice. I mean, to have a nice, prosperous life or a meaningless life, dirty,